Shaking Linda, you guys.
Woo!
How the fuck we doing tonight?
Yeah.
Woo!
What's this chair here for? People weak at the knees, they're afraid to stand up here like men. No, I'm just kidding. Goddamn, how we feeling?
Woo!
Hell yeah. Goddamn. I don't know how to talk about this comedically, but this just happened to me, so I'm gonna say it. You guys ever have car trouble? On the way to make fun of Santa, I had a comedy roast tonight. I was supposed to make fun of Santa, which for me as a Jew, I was like, well, I don't know a lot about this guy, but I'll do my best. I was excited. I had some good shit. But anyway, I have IBS. I pulled off into a rest stop. I thought it was a rest stop. I'm also a pothead. It turned out it was just sand. So I was just stuck on sand like a fucking high idiot that needed to take a shit. And so I call a tow truck. I wait goddamn. Actually, it was pretty cool. Like, Oscar or whatever cool ass Hispanic daddy it was, he fucking pulled up in like 25 minutes. It said 60 minutes. And like, I don't know, but he hustled. I gave him like $10 because people think Jews are cheap. So I was like countering the stereotype in my life, trying to undo all the stigma. I tipped 4,000% everywhere I go. Tip your kava tenders, y'all. I got my Trump Force Ones on tonight. No, I'm just kidding. They are gold though. That's copyright infringement. I don't want some fucking Joker guy pretending to wear my shoes. It's bad for my brand. It's probably gay. I like how Trump just has like a surprisingly good gaydar. Like I'm bi. I think most of Trump's calls on like whose dick is small or who's gay. Like I don't like him politically, but like his compass for that shit is usually pretty accurate. It's like in King of the Hill when that one guy Cotton, the dude who was in like Korea or whatever, he like knows what type of Asian he's picking on. He's like, ooh, you Laotian boy, ain't you? The guy's like shocked that he knows like what type he is, but he's still getting picked on. That's an interesting juxtaposition, I think. I like nuanced aggressions. You know, having fun with more things. We got Santa here at least, that's good. It's not a total loss, Santa-wise.
Definitely an elf, dude.
Goddamn, I'm just thrown by that whole experience. The host is fucking mad at me too. The only good thing is it's like 2 hours away, so I'm probably never gonna see him in person, but he is not happy. You were supposed to fucking make fun of Santa! You've ruined Christmas, you fucking Jew! It's tough. You know, Jews are always ruining the Christmas spirit. We're kind of like the Grinch when you think about it. What if that's like what the Grinch is about? That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Ebenezer Scrooge in that Charles Dickens thing, I mean, he's basically just a Jewish landlord. When you get down to Levi's nodding, you know. Like today, Ebenezer Scrooge is just an Orthodox landlord who like cuts the power main when you're, you know, 15 seconds late on the bill. He's taking a fucking giant axe to the power, just on the Sabbath too. Oh shit. I like Orthodox Jews. They're kind of OGs when you think about it. Right? They've kept it kosher for like 4,000 years. So just holding it down. Mainly holding down women, holding down, you know, other groups from getting rights. They make it impossible for women to get divorces, which is tough because it's like gotta be insufferable to be in that situation. They Orthodox Jews, they keep the foreskin in a jar so that you can be buried with it when you die. And I heard that and I was like, if that was the only thing you told me about Jews, I would kind of get why the Holocaust happened. You know, like, that's so gross. Just throw it out. Why are you keeping that fucking thing? It's just weird. Like, I'm Jewish and I can't defend it. It's just a bizarre. That's what Catholics must feel like about the pedophiles, you know, where they're like, I want to figure out a defense, but there's no explanation for my group's behavior. People always get mad at me for making fun of the church. It's like, all right, I'll stop when you stop. You know, stop fucking kids. I'll stop throwing. You know, I'll stop making the jokes, and you stop, you know, P Diddy-ing kids. It's also interesting they're worried about me in that situation. Like, what about the giant billion-dollar power structure that systematically covers up, you know, murder, pedophilia? That's not an issue. But me making jokes about it, that's a fucking problem. That's my favorite thing. People come after me about shit like that. I had a guy ask me if I was Jewish after a set once. I was like, what, do you want to check my penis? That's gonna be my new response. Control C, Control V. Speaking of, this has been a very penis-heavy set tonight. Yeah, I've been thinking about women, they get back problems when their breasts get too big. I've heard that. I don't know that to be true literally, but
It's
I
real
believe
life.
It's real. Hell yeah.
It's real
Okay. Cool. So, and I think it would be interesting. You know, anybody got a big dick that's causing them back problems? Like, does it go the other way?
It'd be like knee problem.
Yeah, I have that issue for sure. My back's fucked up. Oh man, that would be a happy ass dude though. He would just be on opiates or like whatever at that point. He's like, my life's pretty bad, but like my back sucks. I have one thing that works great. Just skating off of that. Just prize hog, best dick in show.
Prize hog.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna start just doing what I would call sex expressions, just expressions about sex. Like, speaking of tits, like you got, you know, let's not call them implants versus real. I'm very into like organic food and whole foods. So like, I think if they're real, let's call them organic. If they're fake, let's call them GMOs. Or maybe organic and cage-free, maybe, you know. Something like that, that's not so negative, you know, and that we all can kind of follow. I'm just trying to help, you know? One titty at a time. Save a child, grab a titty. That would be a great foundation. You guys would give money to that, right? Like, you got to make... That's Make-A-Wish Foundation. Do they get kids' pussy? Like, that would... If I was dying of cancer, that would be what I would want, right? Are they allowed to say no to stuff? If I had cancer as an 11-year-old and I was like, yeah, I need, you know, who's that chick from, what's that movie with, I don't know, fuck it, Anne Hathaway. You know, what if I'm like, yeah, I need Anne Hathaway to have sex with me because I'm 11 and I'm dying of cancer. Like, do they have to say yes to that? That would be awesome. That's probably the only silver lining to that situation. Does Anne Hathaway have to say yes to that? Like, is that good? Do they arrest her afterwards? How does that work legally? Has she done a good act, or is that a crime? Blurred Lines, right? Blurred Lines is a weird song. What's blurred to him? Like, that song is edgy as shit. There are some songs you can tell, like, people are just in a Hollywood cabal and, like, have completely lost touch with just basic laws and human order. The song is just like, I can get away with it. It's so terrible. Speaking of evil songs, there's this guy in the Eagles, the lead singer, Don Henley. He had, like, 2 women OD at his house. And then the media went after him because they're the media, it's their job. And so he released a song to shame them called Dirty Laundry. It's just like the balls to be like, that's Trump's playbook right there. To just like, just go on the offensive, you know? You've killed 2 hookers at this point. You don't admit that. You attack the media. Dirty Laundry. That guy is awesome. That's like... the LAPD covered that up too. Isn't that shocking? I mean, I've heard such good things about them previously in other news publications. Oh shit. God damn. The last thing I've been thinking about is one more sex expression. A lot of people like farm to table. My version of that, I think that's like, just be on it. All these people are talking about like, you know, these little ingredients that they buy. You gotta get kelp, or you need to chew more fresh ginger. Like, that's all bullshit. It's not gonna make you live longer. Just be gay. Just have fair trade gay sex at that point. You know, like, I love Whole Foods. You can't tell like who's there to do grocery shopping and who's just having an acid flashback. All right, that's my time for tonight, folks. Thank you.